Man, the places that you dream of, the people that you get the chance to meet, it forces you to make like some really big decisions. The one that changes your life forever. Today, me and Kenny get back to us. Recap over the last couple of weeks, all the special guests that blessed the platform, talk life, the things that were positive, and the things that negatively impacted us, man. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and stick around for a little while, man. Come on.
Look, this isn't just a podcast, this is motivation. They be like, Rez training who? I just know they hate. We ain't being patient, cause that mean that we be waiting. We just seeing greatness, I don't want it if it's painless. But that's in the past tense. Since I put the weed down, I've been snapping. Always had the tools to make it happen. Whether it was playing ball or getting rapping. Wasn't one box, these carrots can have me trapped in. The cycle of a black man, I'm just trying to break it. All by myself, with them L's, I had to face it. Life is what you make it, you can't let nobody take it. Gotta watch out for them fake. First stack your bread, don't stay complacent. God's gift.
Welcome back to ShowTimeSpeaks. Come on, man, the Keep Going podcast. Stop playing with us, man. Come on. Hey, hold on, man. Let's get one together, me and Kenny. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Come on. Man, welcome back to the episode, man. Oh, my goodness, man. What's going on, Kenny? What's up? What's happening?
Hey, at least you took your time when to come on.
I know, man. I had to take my time today, man. I feel like every time we have a guest come on, I always get overly excited. And then I say, come on first before I say, welcome back to ShowTimeSpeaks. And I'll be too hyped, man.
Bro, I'll probably rewind that joint like 3 times, bro. Like, more than 3 times. Because you was like shaking your head because you went crazy with it.
Man, sometimes,
what's good though, bro?
Man, it's good to see you, man. It's good to be, back with the energy, back with the vibes. Just us getting back to, what we do. It can kind of get overwhelming, and a lot be going on with having the guests come on and, learning so much about the guests, learning stuff about ourselves. It feels good to be back on the show and just me and you, man.
I agree, bro. Yes, indeed. It was great though. What we had 5 guests back to back.
I think it was like
4?
5 or 4 we had on. Yeah, man.
5 or 4. Yeah, it was good because we learned a lot from them, bro, and developed some good relationships from them too.
1,000%, man.
It was good, but it's good to be back. Like you said, we're just me and you, just to talk about some of the things we've been going through, and of course, we brought it up a little bit last week. I had a nice, transition in my life, so
we're gonna
can't wait to talk about stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Before we even get to that, man, you got some stuff that I want you, what I'm saying? Like, I know you got to promote, man. What's going on? What you got going on in your world?
Oh, yeah, man. So we got Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I've been posting a lot on Instagram, little videos on Instagram. So Patreon is a online platform where you get exclusive access to me.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people hit me up on social media, and I do respond, but I want people to kind of go there, especially since I'm in Florida now and not really in Philly. And a lot of people get that access of videos, virtual training, whatever you want, online programs, exclusive workouts, everyday workouts, motivation. And that's just another way to, take your game to the next level. So link is in my bio, or you can subscribe to Patreon/RezGame.
I love it, man. I love it, man.
And I got some merch coming out soon.
Yes,
too.
you do. The Relentless merch, man.
I got Relentless merch coming out, and of course, regular Rez Camp merch. So stay tuned for that too. Shout out to Wave One.
Yeah.
I gotta, stay on top of a lot been going on, so I actually gotta hit them up.
Listen, man, hey, me and Wave One go together right now, man. Listen, shout out to the Keep Going brand, man. It's moving strong. I mean, I'm at the games. I'm dishing it out, man. I'm giving it to some high class people. I'm talking about they taking their hats off and putting the Keep Going hat on. I mean, the energy is flowing, man. If you want to purchase your Keep Going merch, just go to the link in my bio. It's going to say Keep Going merch. Hit the link. Come on, man. Support your boys. Support the family. Support the movement. Come on, man. We're doing some really big things, man. I want everybody to be a part of this movement, man. This is important to me. I want people to know that when you put this gear on, when you put this, I want to know, it's a feeling. It's something that you got to see it. You're going to believe it, and you're going to feel it. And every day you're going to keep going, man. You already know, man.
Yes, indeed.
You know what we got to do, man. Big shout out to the sponsor, Cozy Jeweler, the jeweler that keeps us cool. Oops, I meant Cozy. Stop playing. Come on. Come on,
Stop
man.
playing with him. You know it. I do this every week.
Yeah,
you
man.
know when I'm a show. That custom piece. I got that Reds piece, and I mean diamonds and R and all that. You want a custom piece? Go get with my guy Cozy, family owned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Go tap in with him.
Man. That's a great man, yo. Got a chance to really hang out with him this past weekend.
I was about to say that.
I mean, we're gonna talk about that later on in the episode, but man, just a great dude, great man. I love the fact that he's supporting what we got going on. He's been a number one supporter since day one. Big shout out to you, Cozy. Before we even hop into things, man, yeah, man, I just want to really reflect on what's going on with you, Kenny. Packing up and leaving, man. And how that has impacted you and how it's made you feel and what gave you the courage to really, take that leap and go do it. I know we talked about it last week. Tap into it, man. What's going on, man?
Yeah, for sure. I might repeat myself a little bit, but again, for a long time, like 2 years ago, Florida has always been a place where I wanted to be at, as in, and I'm not even gonna say like all year round, you know what I mean? Because I look at Florida, you know them snowbirds, people who go in the warm in the winter, and they come back home in the summer. So for the past couple of years, I found out like the way my business is set up too. I mean, of course, I can excel in the winter too, but like I don't like the cold, bro. I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't like the cold, and I came out here 2 years ago and connected with a team called Columbus, school called Columbus, trained the lacrosse team. And I built some relationships down here 2 years ago. It's kind of like deja vu because it was the same thing. I got up and left because something was just telling me like, it's time for change. I needed a change. So I came out here 2 years ago, came out for 2 months, but I always knew I was coming back because I still had my lease back at home. And, it was just a trial run. And when I did that then, built some good relationships, kept in contact with them people. And, when I came back home to Philly, I renewed my lease for another year because I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, bro. And making a big move like that is just, it's scary, bro, because you're comfortable being in your hometown, you're comfortable doing what you're doing. So for me, this past year, just been so many ups and downs, as in like, when I didn't renew my lease, it put me in a place where, I was alone a lot. So I was thinking a lot.
Yeah, and,
man. For me, it was just time for a change, bro. It was time for a change. I was ready to get out of the environment I was in, and I wanted to grow. And a lot of people would think that like, why move from a place where you just built something and it's still building? But like, one thing I'm learning, bro, nobody's not going to see your vision. You feel me? Nobody's not going to know the vision that you want. Yeah. So like, if you see a certain vision and you have a certain vision for yourself, that's your vision for a reason.
1000%.
So for me, that was always my vision, bro. I've been talking about this for the past 4 years. Like when I made this move, bro, when I put it out there on Instagram yesterday and put it out, whatever, I got so many DMs, so many text messages saying, I'm so proud of you because you've been talking about doing this.
Yeah, man.
How many times do we talk about something and don't do it,
and
bro?
Don't do it. Real truth,
Dead ass, though. How many times do we talk about stuff and just, we always going to say we're going to do this, do that, and we talk, but there's never no action.
Nah, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? For me, it was time, like, not only for myself, but like, I didn't want to be that person 5 more years from now, 10 years, damn, I still want to go to Florida.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And being so young, having that opportunity, you could take those risks, man.
I can take them risks, bro. I don't have no kids. I don't have no girl. And right now is the perfect time. It was like, the perfect time is now, bro.
Nah,
so,
1000%, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I go back to Monday and just the weekend. Yeah. The weekend, you was already, like, you was introducing it to me and you was saying like, yo, shit, I might be out. And I'm like, dang, like, Like, in all this time,
I said this to you after New Year's too, right?
You did.
Like the week before.
This was something that you were already, and I was trying to prepare myself for it, right? And it's crazy because I remember sitting there having a conversation with Matt, and me and him, like, it was after a show, and I'm like, man, Matt, like, I'm gonna do everything I can to try to like keep him here. Like, I'm gonna try to like take the pod and everything, and it was elevating me to try to get you to see the vision of what we were building here. And it was just like, I don't want him to go. I don't want him to leave because, like, that's my guy. Like, we do everything together. We do this, we do that. I mean, like, whenever I need somebody or I need a call or we need to just go get a drink or we go get some food, like, that's my guy. I can't lose him. Like, and like, yo, like, that weekend came and I felt like you were, bro, I had just got into another situation, but I felt like it was something else that was brewing up. And the thing that was brewing up was you. And I felt that intuition of, yo, like something's about to change. And yo, the week, I think it was like Monday. I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday morning. You had went to church. You had hit me up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. or something like early.
It was like 4:30 a.m. Yeah.
And I remember peeking at the messages like, nah, I ain't answering that. Like, I'm asleep. Like, I ain't, whatever. Because you were saying you were going to church.
Yeah, I said I'm going to church at 8 and working out at 10.
And working out at 10. So I'm thinking like, all right, I'm going to just see you at 10. I'm going to see you at 10 after you get out of church. I'm going to watch church and then boom, whatever. We're going to see each other later. Man, bro, I pull up to the gym. I get to the front desk. The dude at the front desk is like, yo, what's up, She? Like, what's going on, bro? He's like, you going to Florida with Kenny? And I'm looking at him like, am I going to Florida? Nah, I ain't going to Florida. What you talking about? I said, man, maybe it's something that I don't know about. He said, yeah, he talked about something about his account and how we got, and I'm like, hold on, like, yo, I think, is he about to leave?
Yeah.
I get upstairs and it was probably like one of the most like, you could just feel the tension in the, you know what I mean? Like, bro, my boy didn't even want to look at me, man. It was crazy.
I didn't want to look at you. And Mike felt it too.
Because Sowers came to work out with us, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was just like,
he felt it too.
Man, and then you said it, and then like that was the first time where like I knew like he making that move.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I said it last week. I didn't know I knew because I said it to you after New Year's. I said, I'm leaving sooner than later. I don't know when, but I'm out, bro. Yeah. I ain't know when. I'm out, mind you. And I said this last week too, like, I don't have everything together. Like, this wasn't a plan where I had an apartment, I had a certain amount of money planned. Like, you know what I mean? This was straight off of, I had my mind on like, look, if I'm gonna do this thing, God was telling me, you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it now, bro.
Yeah, man.
And after church, I said, take that tangible step. I took it, and was I nervous, scared? A little bit. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, again, I'm a hustler. I'm a man of faith.
Yeah, man.
And so far, just to piggyback off it, bro, it been ups and downs, man.
Yeah, man.
It been ups, and people don't know. Like, I think people think that I came out here, had an apartment to stay in, and
talk about it, man.
You know, things was just gonna, plan out. But like for me, I did have a connection at the school, so I did hit up the coach and asked him, like, try to set something up. Like, look, man, I'm coming down. Like, can you guys use me for the preseason? Da-da-da. So like, that was my end. That's all I needed to know was that, boom. So that was like another sign in my head, like, all right, it's clear to go. So got the yes from him, but still not knowing where I was going to stay at and all that stuff like that. I was staying in hotels, bro, for the whole week. Damn. I was staying in hotels the whole week, like, as in, like,
man,
not knowing, like,
grinding.
Hotels was not cheap either. You feel me? So like,
man.
You gotta imagine. And again, I just told you, I don't really got thousands and thousands of dollars saved up. I got a couple saved up, but like nothing crazy. So I'm seeing my account just,
taking a dip.
So now it's just like, and one thing I'm learning about this whole thing, like, my ego is to the side.
Come
right
on,
now.
man. Come on, man.
Like, my ego is to the side.
That's
like,
the biggest thing to
time
everything, bro, to making a decision. My fault to cut you off, bro. But
Nah,
that
you
part
good.
right there, bro, that ego thing,
Yeah.
bro, that's the thing that stops all of us, especially in men. Bro,
Yes,
the ego
bro.
stops us from becoming the man that we're supposed to be, bro. Come
bro.
on.
And I'm telling you now, like, right now is the first time in my life where I had to, like, really ask for help. Like, putting everything to the side.
Yeah.
Like, ask for help. As
Bro.
in, and shout out to my guy. I don't know if you want me to say his name out there, but one of the kids I trained down here, his dad, I call him Shaggy. I'm gonna shout him out. Man, like Paul was saying last week, you got good people out there who want to see you win.
Yeah, man.
This is one person that, from the roots, since 2 years ago,
Yeah, man.
every time I came down, always looked out for me. And, you know, he had a couple units, and, you know, I text and shot him a text like, look, man, like, I need help. And, you know, like I said, for the first time, I might have asked for help before, but, like,
but this was a different kind of help.
This was a different type, like, look, bro, I'm struggling. I need help.
Yeah,
like,
stepping out on that
I made this move down here, and I just need some help until I get on my feet. And, you know, God willing, great dude, put me in a spot. And, you know, I'm making it work right now. And the same thing with the Columbus, Coach Steve at Columbus. Nothing but love. Anything I need.
Yeah, man.
He introduced me to the coaches, introduced me to the print, like, put my name out there, like, to people. So, like, one thing I'm learning about this whole journey right now, bro, is, like, if you're a good person, if you work hard, if you treat people how you want to be treated, and you show your craft and do things the right way, man, like, that energy is gonna be reciprocated back to you, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
No,
because, like, right now, again, it's still trying to figure it out. But, like, I have no doubt in my mind, bro, that, like, everything's gonna be all right. And on top of that, bro, everything on the upside. Yesterday, my car conked out on me.
I know, man. Come on, man. Talk about it.
My car conked out on me, bro. Not even conked out because it was driving. But, like,
but still.
The emergency joint popping up, and I'm like.
And what we talk about, bro, you called me and we talked about this, man, right before God is about to give you that blessing, right before something's great about to happen. Something's going to take place for you to want to give up, to want to stop, to want to not keep going. I mean, like, bro, it's all a testament to who we are as men. It's a testament of, you know, our belief system and what we believe in. You know, I actually want to get Matt into this, man. I know, you know, I know we've been talking about how we feel, and he's been behind the ones and twos for the last couple of weeks, man. Matt, what's going on? How you doing, man?
Good. It's funny. I listen to Kenny's story, and it's just like, it just takes me back to what, you know, I moved here with a suitcase, you know, and I didn't have a car. I didn't have an apartment. Like, the only thing I had lined up was a job. So it's very similar to what Kenny's going through and talking about. And the one thing I was thinking while he's saying all this is I'm hearing him talk about how grateful he is for everyone, right? Man. But at the same time, I don't think you realize on the other end the value that you're bringing to that place.
I'm telling you.
And like, when me and Christina, like, when we watch the videos of you up at 5 a.m. with the lacrosse team, and we just there's, like, you're almost jealous. You're like, man, they got Kenny, you know? Man. So I think you're correct. Like, being a good person, treating people the way you want to be treated, going into a situation, it's all about relationship, you know, and building that. And that's what I had when I moved here. I had one relationship, and I slept on their couch for 2 weeks. And then they offered me to pay for my efficiency apartment. You know, it was $800 a month at the time. And for me to have a place to live. And that's basically what I got paid, you know? So, like, that's how new things start. And then the challenges that come, the car breaking down, like, all this stuff is it's just the thing that makes you figure out how to be, like, like it just grows you as a person.
100%.
Yeah, it's that little thing there is a bigger situation that's going to happen to you 5 years from now when it's a bigger issue, and now you got to deal with that, and you got to pivot and move, and that's how you just keep moving forward, and that's like you know what we talk about on this podcast all the time.
Man,
just to piggyback off that real quick, and that's kind of like me. I ain't mentioned nothing to nobody today. Like the young boys, I showed up on time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, on time, had my Uber come at 4 a.m. this morning. Yeah. Showed up on time, and you wouldn't have known what I was going through because I still had to keep going.
Yeah, man.
Keep going.
No, I'm telling you, man. And just like and Matt just touched on it a little bit, just talking about like you knowing like that, almost jealous at the fact that they get to have you. Like, bro, like, man, you leaving, man, like it helped enhance me too, bro. Like it, as emotional as that Monday was, and how like hurt that like my I don't like saying best friend, but like my brother, like my boy, like he leaving, and almost was like that thing that I leaned on, like it's time for me to take that next step too. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like put me in a position where like, you know, I need to be better. Like I've been very aggressive, but I've been passive aggressive and getting things done and making things happen that it's making me, you know, want to do more. So like, you know, I know people, you know, feel that feeling of like, man, Kenny's gone, like he left. But like I want to truly like encourage everybody to be like, yo, like maybe him leaving was a sign for us to wake up and say, you know what? I really like, I appreciate who he was, but I appreciate what he's doing for me and what he's trying to do by saying, if I can step out on faith, yo, you can step out on faith and you can do whatever you want to go and do. And you might not have it figured out. You might be lost. You might be in this position where you feel like, yo, like I'm not where I want to be at, and you can change it. And like, bro, that's what you're doing. Like you, man, like you my brother, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when you left, it hurt, and like I couldn't cry about it because I shed a lot of tears these last couple months, but it was just like my boy, like damn. Yeah, but on the bright side of it, it was just like, how can we make this thing that we build and how can we make it better? It was like, you know, like each day I knew how I had to figure out how to get through it with you not being here. But it was one thing I couldn't lose, and it was losing you from the show. Because you make the show of what it is. Like I'm out this past weekend and people like, you and Kenny, y'all just like, y'all don't overstep each other. Y'all, you could tell his love. You could tell like the authenticity in it, the realness, the like what we building is like bigger than us. And like watching it, and like we talk about the relationships, and even having Matt, yo, you believed in this from when it was stuff in the corner, and I just asked a question like, yo, like this is beautiful, man, and see all three of us still after all these months. It's been a year and a half. I don't know how long it's been, but we still finding a way to keep going, bro. We living the life of what we on here talking about, and that to me is what makes this special. It makes it authentic, and it makes it real. But
it goes back to in being around people that inspire you, right? So like, you don't like what Kenny's doing is inspiring everyone. What you're doing is inspiring everyone. Like you just being in the room that day with all of us surrounded and talking about ShowTimeSpeaks and what you wanted to do, like you want to give to that, you know? Like a lot of people talk about like certain things that we give our time to or we do for free. You know, I built a whole company on free, you know, because the whole point is you want to, like, the idea is to give to people that are trying, that are working hard, they're behind all of it. And then the take part is just, it comes. It comes from giving, right? So I think for us, it was seeing your vision of it and then going, yeah, of course I want to anybody that's passionate about something, you want to back it. And that's what Kenny's doing right now. He's passionate. He's in a new place. He's around new people, but they're seeing that passion and they want that passion inspires them and inspires their teams. It inspires everybody.
Yeah, man.
Same thing with what you're doing here. It's what I've done on the internet forever, is try to just give people something that they maybe just a little bit of inspiration to help them be a little bit more successful, you know? Man. So I think, and Travis Wallace, who was on the show, like that's the kind of stuff he talks about too. It's just surrounding yourself with people that make you want to be better.
No, 1,000%, man.
Yeah. That's why I like doing the show. I just sit here and listen to you guys because you guys are the other half. You're what I'm not good at, right? So like, you guys are healthy, you work out, you do. So every week I sit here and I listen to you guys and I listen to the stories of the guests and everything. And it just, for me, I could just sit at a computer desk and work all day, right? But I think, you know, just having a show like this to put out to the world and just to grab inspiration from you guys and the guests, like, I don't think you guys realize what you're doing on, you know, for people. Like, it's okay. It's good that Kenny left. Like, it's good that you're showing that even though he left, this can still go, you know, and there's still opportunity in everything you do. It's just a pivot. You're just constantly got to pivot. And that's going to be your whole career, is figuring out what's going on and then how do you pivot from it, you know?
Yeah. Talk to him, man.
Come on, man. He in there dropping the mic, man. Got me about to start shedding tears. Come on, man. I mean, like, we talk about it every single week about, you know, this thing being special. And when you get amongst the people out there in the world and you hear exactly what Matt is saying, you know, like, people like, oh, you know, they talk about the numbers, they talk about this, man. I don't care about none of that. I care about the impact on the individual person, that, like, it's some kid, it's some adult, it's somebody out there that needs to feel this kind of energy. And just to hear you say that, Matt, that's important to me. Like, even watching Paul this past week, how, you know, his nerve level went from, he was very, very nervous in the beginning to where he went to by the end of the episode. It was just like, it was truly special. And to be hanging with them over the weekend and how they talked about the show. I mean, I'm talking about, like, every second of every minute that we were all together, it was, I don't think you understand what you did. I don't think you understand what you helped unlock to me. I don't think you really, truly understand. And it was just like, bro, it blew my mind, man. And it's truly special. And, you know, one of the next things that I wanted to talk about was the power of building, you know, great relationships. And, you know, when you're making big moves, you know, it's you need to have those good people around you to kind of help guide you to where you're trying to go. But you need to be consistent, you need to be persistent, and you need to make sure you find a way to keep going in that process, because it's going to be ups and downs. So, yeah, man, Kenny, you touched on, like, you know, having great relationships, man. What's one of the key things of having a great relationship with people? Like, because I feel like you are, like, one of the masters of, you know, people and building and keeping those conversations. I mean, hitting people up, overly communicating. Like, talk about how you really experience those things and how you get that done and how you build. Always remember, a healthy way of living is the best kind of living. Always choose Bites and Blends. It's the healthiest way and the only way to win. Come on, man. Located in Dresser, PA. And don't forget to download the app. Come on, man.
For sure. And I think I just want to touch on this because I said this in one episode. We was with Michael Rubin when we got a chance to be with Michael Rubin probably like 4 years ago. And I think T. Smith asked him, like, if there's one advice you could give us, what would it be? And he said, the number one thing about being successful is relationships. He said, that's the number one thing is relationships. He said, relationships can bring you, is worth more than money. I mean, if you got a relationship with somebody that can get you in a certain room or get you in whatever or help you with anything, that goes far more than having millions of dollars, he was saying.
1,000%, bro.
But I think for me, it went all the way back since I was a youngin', bro. Again, my mom, shout out to my mom, she just always raised me to treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
I think since a young kid, and I think God put that in me, bro. I always, don't matter if you was white, don't matter if you was black, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't matter if you was Asian, whatever. I was cool with every single type of kid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Like, white kids, like, I call some of and I don't look at white or black, but like, in reality, white or black, I was staying at their cribs, bro.
No, yeah,
literally,
man.
like, I was calling their parents, damn near my mom, my pop, because that's how the relationship was built.
Yeah.
From me just being me and just treating people how I wanted to be treated. And as I got older, it just kind of like transferred into what I'm doing now, bro. Like, the relationships I got with my clients that I really call my family, they really family, bro.
Yeah.
So like, every kid or every client that I have I look at them as like a little bro, little sis,
Mm-hmm.
or, sis, brother, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, bro. It's just like, that's what God instilled in me, bro.
No,
and then I think that goes, again, farther than anything you can say. Because now, bro, not anywhere I go, but like, the relationships I built in Cali, the relationships I built in Dallas, Florida, Boston now,
Mm-hmm.
Jersey, Maryland. I got so many different places where I got relationships with different people. It takes one phone call. Yo, man, I'm coming down to this area. Can you set something up for me? And that's based off of just me being me.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Boston, bro. I was in Boston with my guy, Teddy, there for 2 days. After the last session, bro, I'm in his crib. They invited me in to eat lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And we just having a great conversation, bro. A great conversation. Like, really me asking questions. You know how I be asking a lot of questions. I be asking a lot of questions.
That boy
and just me just asking them questions, bro. And just
picking people's brain.
Yeah, and just being me, bro. Because I don't know, bro. Relationships is definitely one thing I do value and everything. Because again, you never, and it's not about like you never know when you need somebody, but at the end of the day, like, if you treat people the right way, bro, good things can happen. That's why I'm in the position I'm in right now in Florida, bro.
Same, man. Same, bro.
So,
and, it's truly important to how you carry yourself, how you represent yourself, whether that's on social media, whether that's in real life. Mm-hmm. I think that, like, people look at us and they be like, man, they can feel some kind of way about how we live in or who we associated with. But at the end of the day, man, very ambidextrous with how we do things, man. Mm-hmm. It's not just stuck to one race. It's not just stuck to one crowd. I mean, like, bro, in order to be successful, bro, you got to be able to maneuver in all these different crowds to make sure that, like, bro, you having real influence, bro. To have real impact, to have real influence, bro, you have to be able to sit in these rooms and be able to conduct yourself accordingly, man. Because it's hard,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we come from places, especially me. I come from a place where, bro, there isn't a lot of white people. There isn't a lot of, Spanish or whatever. It's black. You get what I'm saying? And being able to be with these crowds, going to college kind of helped me do that. Going and being around a lot of the people that I've been around kind of helped with that. But like sometimes, you get flawed for having those relationships with those people, and people look at you like, yo, how you get that, or how you do that, or bro, how you with that person?
I be getting that all the time. Me, I'm one of the only dudes to be getting invited to the wedding.
Yeah, man.
How you the only? Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, I'm comfortable here.
Yeah,
me too. A lot of people can't
hang in that area. Yeah,
they can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't be the only minority at a situation. Like, I'm comfortable with. Again, because I'm me. I don't change in front of them.
Nobody.
I don't change in front of nobody. I'm me regardless. Bro. And I think you reached on that last
week. Like I said it, bro. It don't matter if you make $0. It don't matter if you make $1 or $1 million or $1 billion. I'm gonna be me. Mm-hmm. And the fact that when you're around those people, they respect you for being you. Because those kind of people can sniff out the people who really looking for something, looking for a handout, or looking for something that, they trying to take from them. Excuse me, I don't want nothing from you, man. I want to be the good energy that you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. And like, even, talking about this subject, even when it came to Paul, like, I never overstepped my boundaries. never went around Dave because he was my connection to being around that kind of energy. I think that when you get around and be around successful people, don't overstep. Don't go around, play your role, stay in the back and wait your turn and be cool and just be you, be yourself. And in those moments, God will bless you because you've been patient and you've been a stewardess to the things that God has in store for you. And like, you know, just being able to, you know, to build that relationship and to get invited to places that a lot of people and sit at tables that a lot of people can't sit at. You know, like, bro, like, and we're going to talk about that as we get down. But like, bro, like that kind of energy, man, it turns me up, bro, because I'm this kid that is not supposed to be sitting at this table right now. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be in jail. I was supposed to be locked up. I was supposed to be a killer. I was supposed to be a drug dealer. Like, I'm here speaking my truth, speaking my passion, and being motivation and doing what I do, man, and sharing love, bro. Come on, man. Keep going. Stop playing.
Stop playing. Hey, stop playing with him, bro.
So like, man, I'm turned up, man. But going into the next thing, you know, I want to ask both of y'all, man, like what's been, you know, some of the challenges that 2025 has brought you this year so far, man. I know we've been talking about a lot of the good. We've been talking about, you know, some of the things that we've been kind of going through a little bit. But what's one specific thing that stands out the most when it comes to like some of the challenges? Kenny, come on, man. Start us up.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. We should ask Matt first, for real.
Yeah.
Let's go, Matt. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
I mean, for me, 2025 has been weird. I don't know about anybody else, but 2025 has been weird I think for a lot of people, it's just a weird start to the year. But, you know, I think for me, my biggest challenge right now is health wise. I think I'm getting a wake up call. I'm getting older, right? So I'll be 42 in March, right?
You don't look 42.
I thought you was 35.
Me too, man.
Hey guys, it's the hair. Calm down. So I'll be 42. So you know, and I got a 16-year-old son and you know, Christina and everything. So we're really trying not to focus on like I've dropped weight before. I've done like things that are like extreme, but I'm trying to get a different mindset. And I read Travis's book because he sent it, right? And you know, I think it opens your mind, like not just the book, but just getting older and realizing that you just need to be better. Like a lot of the things that like you suppress with certain things, alcohol or food or whatever it is, and you just kind of you keep going, which is good, but then when you shut down, you just go on autopilot and you start pumping your body with things that when you're 30 it's fine maybe, or you get through it, but when you're 40 you start thinking about like the effects that you've done on yourself. And so like I think Christina's helping a lot, and like we're both trying to get on the same page with it. And you know, like before I left the house today, she's like making some kind of breakfast thing. I wouldn't eat all day until the night. Wow. You know, like that was like my lifestyle. So I think my biggest thing I'm battling right now is the balance of vanity of just should I just drop, you know, and get to a point where I just feel comfortable, but I'm not really actually taking care of myself. Or the best thing that happened to me was I got sick last week and then got a reset and started putting good things in my body. And now I feel more awake. I feel more like clear in my mind. So like, that's like my challenge. Like I'm trying to figure out the balance of taking the moment to take care of the person as opposed to just trying to take care of and do everything and just keep doing and putting all that off. So, and I know it's good because Christina jumped on it kind of first. And then also she's just good at, while I was in bed for 3 days, reading and just getting prepared, you know? So, you know, it's good, especially when you have somebody in your life that's on the same page.
That can help you.
So I feel good about it, but it's also a challenge that I feel like we're actually going to do, you know, which is a first. So I don't know. So it's not like everything else is just stuff. Like I don't really like challenges. I love challenges. I don't look at them as challenges. You know what I mean?
It's like an opportunity.
I've always I always love when it's bad, because I always felt like when it's bad, the other side of that is a good thing. There's always something good happening on the other end, right? So from a business standpoint, I like challenges are the game, right? Like that's the fun part.
1000%.
So I couldn't even name a challenge. There's always challenges every single day, all throughout the day. But the other part is the stuff that you don't really, you just kind of put off,
man.
But this is the year, I feel like.
Truly, I'm feeling that same energy. Kenny, what's going on, man? I mean, you kind of really touched on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I touched on a lot, man, and I think the biggest challenge right now for me is just just finding that routine, finding that steady clientele out here. I want to say, just like honestly meeting people.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think, you're a people person, but like being in a new city, bro. I haven't met one. I mean, I made her say hi to somebody, but like I ain't really like, even though it only been a week, but like I went to a free workout joint on a class on Monday, which was cool, but like really getting out that comfort zone, bro, is different, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But like just meeting new people and just finding that way, bro, finding that steady cash flow. I think that good challenge about this whole thing, as I mentioned it earlier, is now I really want to start pushing Patreon, like doing the virtual, and kind of, you know what I mean, just finding different ways of different streams of income. Honestly,
I like that, man. I think one of my biggest challenges is it's been a lot, but trying to delegate everything, and it's been I'm wearing a lot of hats, trying to push this, and trying to stay organized with making sure like people believe in what I'm trying to bring. And, it's been hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to find new sponsors, trying to find this, money is tight. You feel me? Like, things that took place last year and the prior years, I've taken a lot of losses these last 3 years financially. And, it's set me back 3 years. And, one of my challenges is wanting to be, where I want to be at, and I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? And, I felt like at this point, I thought I'll have a house. I thought I'll have, I thought I'll be in a different, position, relationship wise or whatever, man. It's just so much that I've just been trying to balance and deal with, and, trying to just balance everything, man. And, it's been hard on me, man, because, letting go of people. I think that's been another challenge for me, and learning to walk away from certain things that no longer serves me anymore, and just trying to regulate my feelings, man, and my emotions, and knowing that as a man what I can't and what I will not do anymore. You know what I'm saying? Being able to remove myself, because emotionally I'm not okay with that. I can't deal with that. So just, that's been, some of my struggles, and, just trying to find a way to get through it. And, and like we always been talking about, I feel like we've been talking about this for the last, couple of months now, asking for help. I definitely, want to, find a therapist out here. I'm definitely, on the search for doing those things, because I feel like there's certain feelings and there's certain things that you just need to just talk about. And like I come here and we talk and we have guests and we all get a chance to really talk about our feelings and stuff like that. But I need more. I need more, because there's the little boy is still crying out because I'm being triggered by certain things that happen in my life, or that have happened in my life. And then I have to always be the one who has to, pick his chin up and be the one who leads it back to where it needs to be. And that's hard on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Relationships with my father, with my mom, my family, my little sister, man, that stuff, and not as a man, not being where you want to be at.
That's how,
it just keeps it just keeps like egging at you. And like, that's why I said to you, bro, like I take everything as a lesson and the opportunity to get better. That's why I'm saying, like, yo, you leaving kind of like boosted me, bro. And as much as it is that I felt like I did not need that, but like I did, because now I'm in the gym and I'm creating my own routines. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm just like, I'm turned up to another level. I'm bringing back where I'm picking up the phone and I'm screaming in the phone and having a good time. And I just put out at the Eagles game, and I'm screaming MF and all this and having fun with my life. Like, I get so caught up in trying to, uphold this image of trying to feel like I got it together and trying to put it's like it's a lot. So
it's a lot,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just being able to, just to be able to come here and talk about it, and it's truly special, man. And I appreciate y'all boys for always being there for me. And like I said, we all we're growing together, man. We're walking on this journey together, man. And it's truly special.
Yeah, bro.
I know we've been talking about a lot. We've been talking about a lot of the guests that we had on. I kind of wanted to kind of recap on some of the guests that we had on, man. We had Travis Wallace on, we had Mike Cyrus, we had Ryan Manning, we had Paul Chavez. We had a lot going on these last couple of months. What are some of the things that stood out, especially with reinvention? Like, what was one of the things that stood out the most? And I can say the one thing that stood out the most was, for me, when it came to Travis, was he said this one thing to me, and he texted me, like, and this was after the show. He said to me, he says, yo, ShowTimeSpeaks is going to go as far as you take it. And it was just like, at first I couldn't really, like, I heard him, but I'm like, but I got Matt, but I got Kenny, but it goes back to what you just said. Nobody is going to care about it as much as you do. So you got to be able to bring it all together like you always do. Like, bro, it's got to be you. And him saying that really opened my eyes to be in this position I'm in now, like getting us all together. Like, like, I know we don't have a guest, but like, nah, I'm coming. Like, let's get this thing, let's get it right. So just knowing that, it is on me, it's the pressure that I need and for it to keep growing. What about you? What about
for
you, bro?
me, it was about about being stagnant, bro. About, honestly, this year I wanted to reinvent myself. Like, just and he was always the one pushing me, like, whereas you gotta get down here.
Yeah.
You gotta get down here. As soon as you make that decision, it's up to you. He said the cool, like Matt said earlier, when things is bad, the only way up is up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once you get there, it's really up to you. It's up to you to make them connections. It's up to you to get up every day and get to it.
Yeah.
You control what you can control. So it's about being stagnant, not being in that stagnant cycle. You just call it that stagnant cycle where you like, where you sit there and like, you just feel like you're not going on anywhere. And that's that's honestly how I felt in country, Philly, whatever you want to call it, PA. Felt like I was in a position and just stagnant. All right, I was doing the same routine. I love my clients, my younger, but like, boom, I'm not really seeing no real financial gains here. Boom. I was just ready to change my environment. That's another thing he was saying. You got to change your environment. I was just in an environment where not even just at home, but I just felt stagnant, bro. I had you and Mike to push me, but like, it was just like,
it wasn't enough.
I needed a change, bro.
Yeah.
So, and I felt a change, bro. I feel, bro, I've been getting up at 3:50. I wake up at 3 a.m., bro.
Right.
Now, I mean, I wasn't a 3 a.m. guy, bro. I'm waking up at 3:30. It's crazy. Every day, Monday through Friday.
When you change your voice, man, that's when I know you serious, yo.
Nah, bro, it's crazy. I be waking up. I be like, yo, it's 3 a.m., bro. What is you doing? Like, I'm like, yo, you can wake up at 4:15, bro. It's 3 a.m. Nah, bro, you gotta get it.
Nah,
so
real life.
I've been. He say win the alarm. I've been winning my alarm. I've been beating my alarm, bro.
No, real rap, Matt. What you got, Matt?
It's funny because I'm really good at reading the first 30 pages of a book and then never seeing it again. Yeah, and same. So he sent the book and Kenny gave it to me and he wrote a note in it. So I was just like,
I gotta read.
I'm reading this book. Yeah, you can't not read this book. Yeah. So I read it and it was, and I think I read it in like 3 days. Like it's a pretty easy read.
Easy read, yeah.
He's to the point, which is great. And I think for me, everything that he talks about in that book is what I don't do. So it's like beating the alarm, beating the workout, beating the, so the whole time I'm just like, I'm getting fired up the whole time thinking, I don't do any of this. If I could just do one of these things to start. So beating the meal is kind of like, and he wants you to make your own, you know, goals, but those goals are my weaknesses. Those are the things that I'm not good at. So, because I also work with, you know, developers in India and manufacturers in China and stuff. So like all through my night, I wake up and I'm sending messages back and forth because that's their day. Yeah. Right. So like, I'm not great at, I kind of just sleep until spurts, whatever. Yeah. But I'm also really good at sleeping. So Christina would say that. I can hear it in my head now. But yeah, I think that like for him being here, first off, he's the tallest person I think we've had in this room.
He's like 6'7".
He definitely was
super tall. And he just has this way about him. So like for me, I just looked up to like him and what he's built. Yeah. And knowing that like reinvention just makes sense. Yeah, it does. You know, and we do it in a lot of things in our lives, especially like people that maybe are successful at business or whatever. But I don't feel like there's so many other aspects of our lives that we don't reinvent. And I've literally the other parts of my life have been the exact same for my whole life. Yeah. You know, and it's kind of how you're raised too. Yes. Cause like, you know, diet wise, like I grew up in the Midwest. So like we just didn't have like, and in a different time, but it wasn't healthy. You know, we weren't being bred to have healthy stuff. Yeah. So, you know, I look for that. Like that was what I took from it. And I just said, you know, I definitely know this year, especially as I'm getting older and trying to stay healthier and knowing that like my dad had a heart attack when he was 38. Wow. And then another one when he was 60 and passed away. So like I'm on heart medication, like, you know, so like I know this year has to be that. So I know I need to reinvent, but it's nice having somebody that kind of just puts it in your mind. Like reading that book just puts it in your mind. It's like 100%. Now I think about it a lot, you know, like I didn't think about it really before. You just kind of keep going. You know, but like you just got to keep like now I'm thinking about it. It's on the back of my mind after reading that. So I was psyched obviously to meet him, but just to have, you know, that kind of inspiration is good.
Yeah, 1000%, man. You know, we had Mike Sowers on. Sowers was phenomenal. I feel like one of the biggest things I've seen with him was the way, you know, he's a little chiseled now, man. He got a little brownness to him now. He looked like he's more mature into who he's become. It was great to hear him speak about, you know, his life and you know going to Princeton and going to Duke and talking about those experiences. I thought it was really cool in the lacrosse world. Just, you know, I think it's really cool for them to hear something like that and to relate to, you know, especially when it comes to, you know, being a smaller kid. There's a lot of small kids out there in the world that are trying to find a way to make it. To see what he's done, the prolific, you know, career that he's, you know, put together and still putting together. Extremely proud of him, man. And yeah, man, you know, hopefully we get to see him in the Olympics in 2028.
Yeah, for sure, man. You basically say everything, man. He like a dog, bro.
No, he is,
like, man. Like, again, we was talking about it earlier. We didn't even touch on how he got a full-time job. And like, I see that though. You know what I mean? Like, I see me going up there, working out at 6. You work out 6 to like 8:30, bro. Yeah. I'll be leaving early.
Yeah.
I leave early. I was like, look, bro, I gotta go.
Obsessed.
But he worked 6 to 8:30, 9, then go to work, and then might get some work in afterwards. So that's why he's one of the best players in the world, though. Yeah. The best player in the world to me. So
the obsession. Yeah, man. Ryan Mannion, you know, she came on the show, and I think, you know, that to me was like a pivotal moment, you know, for me being able to talk about my brother. And also, like, that next week, I saw her at the Eagles game. Crazy, and we're all in the box together, taking pictures. Got a chance to meet the trainer. I forget what his name is, but
I think it starts with an M.
Yeah, but he was there. Got a chance to have a really great conversation with him. I think it'd be somebody who you can definitely relate to when it comes to the training world. It was just amazing, man. And just recently, they named the ship after Travis Mannion, man. Yeah, and one of like the battleships. Yeah. And like just and now also it was her mother's birthday. So, big shout out to the Mannion family.
So her mom I texted her. I thought when you text me or when you said it on the phone, I thought it was her birthday.
No.
I said, it's your birthday? She was like, nah, my mom. I said, that's a great birthday. That's my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So
that's
our mom's got the same birthday.
Same birthday. Her mom passed away from cancer. Just a beautiful story, just a beautiful family. Just even, I never really wanted to hear too much about what happened to Travis, but just hearing what actually took place when he died.
Yeah.
Man, that dude's
true hero, bro.
That's a true hero, true soldier. Everybody in the Marines and in the Army and people who know who he is has a tremendous respect for who he is. And the foundation, is just
and the whole weight.
It holds a lot of weight, man. I'm in the gym and people got Travis Mannion stuff on, and be a part of the workout things that they be having going on, and all types of movements that they have going on. A lot of people talk about other foundations, but this is the foundation that has stuck around and is the biggest right now.
100%.
That supports our troops, man. So yeah, man, just having her on the show truly, truly was special. And it meant a lot to both me and you and Matt too, just having her in this space. And everybody's always in awe when they come in here, man. And that's a true testament to you, Matt. I mean, it's the only thing not the only thing, but it's the biggest thing that everybody talks about. Like, the setup is like so crazy, and the energy and just the way we do things, and just having the camera, everything. It's one thing that everybody truly talks about. And on that subject, Paul was one of those people. And I went out and I hung with them. We went to dinner. He invited me to the Four Seasons. I'm on the 60th floor, and I couldn't, and I'm telling them, I'm being real. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I grew up in the projects and I used to see the skyline of Philly. And I'm literally in a building right now that I used to stare at. And I don't think y'all really understand. And it was just he was looking at me like, man, that is so cool, man. It was just crazy. Just, being a part of that, just being in that space.
Yeah, that is crazy.
We up there sipping on a drink that he was like, yeah, try this. And I'm like, man, this is.
Hey, look, man, our time coming, bro. Yeah, man. Even here, man, a lot of people, I gotta come visit. I'm like, look, right now, nobody coming to visit me. I'm in lock-in LeBron Dark 30-23 mode right now.
Come on, man.
But when it's time to visit, y'all gonna know.
No, we're right.
You gonna know. When y'all come out here, you gonna know.
Matt last week was like, man, I'm about to move with him.
No, I said I'm moving Hayden there. He's gonna go to school there.
Yeah, look at Columbus.
We'll get a big mansion. We can set up the podcast there.
Yeah,
man, that'd be cool, man. That'd be
look
great.
at Columbus, man.
Yeah.
Just, all in all, man, I think that today, was a really great conversation. It felt good to hear from everybody, see everybody, and get back to us, man. I love, and I know all the guests who all tune in to watch the show, I know they always love when we get a chance to get back to us, and just excited to even hear Matt, hear you talk, man. I think that that's important, just to give you the voice that you have, and I think it's beautiful when we all get a chance as men to talk about these conversations. I think it's really cool, man. If you're still here, you're still sticking around, man, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all platforms. You got K-Red, ShowTimeSpeaks. We got BX8 Digital. Come on, man. We had everybody in the building, man. Just truly special as to what we're building and what we're doing. Don't forget about your Keep Going merch. Don't forget about Patreon. Don't forget to tap in. Don't forget to tune in. And you already know, man, it's always going to be Showtime Speaks. Continue to walk on the journey with us. Come on.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.